Hi everyone, I wanted to bring you a cool down video. So here we go. So after you've done whatever your favorite thing is, your run, maybe you were cycling, you did a interval training, this is going to be a cool down, unwind, and little stretch and movement. Just so you can feel good, and if when you do your regular exercises, maybe the next day you're a little stiff or you're like, oh, my ankle doesn't feel so great. So this will give you the opportunity to unwind, let those joints and ligaments loosen and relax, and then you can incorporate this after all your workouts. Do some more movements and releasing. So we'll just start with a big breath up. Let's get our breath. Exhale it out. Inhale it up. Exhale it out. You can do this standing, where you're reaching up overhead, and you exhale and you're bending into your knees. Inhale up. Exhale out. Preferably through the mouth. Inhale up through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. One more time. And release. Good. We're going to go into all fours in your tabletop position. Let's go into cat-cow. So from neutral spine here, your tummy's engaged. You're going to elongate, opening up through the chest, through the heart, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze. And then you're going to tuck the chin round the spine. And again, inhale. Exhale, tuck the chin and round. Great release in the spine here. Remember to keep your fingers open nice and wide on the mat. Exhale as you round. Taking it back to neutral spine. We're going to walk our hands to the side. So just walking your hands as far as you can. Get that stretch in the side. Take it to the other side. Walk the hands over. Get that stretch. Great. Back to center. We're going to walk those hands forward. So remember, this is after you've done some work. So you're already warmed up, and there's a lot of blood in the muscles here. So puppy pose, we're going to reach for the top of the mat. Tailbone is up and in line with the hips, dropping the forehead to the mat. So don't sink in the spine here. You want to keep the abdominals engaged, drawing the chest to the mat without arching too much in the back. Nice big breaths. Getting that release in the shoulders. You can bring those hands together and reach it towards the back of the neck. Release the hands back to the top of the mat. Bring the head up first and slowly walk those hands back to neutral spine here. So keeping that tailbone flat and the back straight as you can, as if it's a table. You're going to keep those toes tucked under. We're going to come up on the knees just for about an inch. Bring the hips all the way up now. Keep the knees bent and just get a little bit of the weight into your shoulders here. And release back to your knees. Roll it out onto the hands. Good. Using your breath. Keep breathing. Getting into those wrists. Go the other way. Awesome. All right. Take it onto your side. So you're just flipping that knee, opening that leg. We're into like a side plank here. So hand is under the shoulder. Reach straight up, opening up through the chest. Starting here, making sure you're nice and stable on that lower leg. Reach it up overhead here. Nice side body stretch. Big breath. And release a big arm circle. Inhale up. Exhale round. Get some neck movement also. So moving that head with the hand. Inhale up. Exhale round. This time hold it up, straight up here. Making sure you're pushing into that bottom hand. Let's raise that leg. It's 5 lifts. 5, 4, 3. Last one, hold it up. Let's reach that arm, bring it to the knee. Bring it in. Breathe through that. 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Reach. Awesome. Maybe you can tip it a little bit further back if that's comfortable for you. And back to center. Good. Cat-cow here. Dropping the belly, lift the gaze. Inhale. Exhale, round and tuck. Back to cat. One more here. And up. Walking the hands to the side. As much as you can. And to the other side. Do a little spin around here. Spin the legs. Just for me, because I want to get onto my other leg and still face the camera. So we're going to bring that leg back, opening out here. Now you're on that opposite arm, opposite leg. Hand, you're pushing into that hand. Open up through the chest. Get that nice hip stretch, side body stretch. Reach it over your head here. Nice big breaths. Now let's arm circle it around, and the head is going to follow that. Inhale up, exhale around, inhale, and around. Hold it up, straight up here, lifting that leg 5 times. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it there. Reach, elbow to knee. Hold it out. Awesome. See if you can reach it a little further back. And release back to that tabletop. Good. Tuck the toes. Walk the hands a little further ahead and go into your down dog here. Paddle out the feet if that feels good. Otherwise, you want to draw the heels to the mat. You can always keep a bend if it's too tight on your hamstrings. Pressing those heels, tailbone is up, shoulders draw down the back. Relax the head. Make sure there's no tension, so give it a little shake. You're looking towards the kneecaps. And breathe. We're going to come forward into plank. Hold here for a moment. I want you to come down into you. Drop the hips. Elbows are hugging those rib cage. If this feels okay for your spine, you want to let the hips come down, point the toes. Lifting up. If this is too much on your back, you can come down here to cobra. Keep the elbows hugging in. Otherwise, you can extend it up. Now back to your tabletop, so draw the hips up. Tuck the toes, take it up to that down dog. Heels drawing to the mat, tailbone up. Relax the head, looking towards those kneecaps. Awesome. All right, let's take the right leg up, 3-legged dog. Keeping both your weight pushed into both hands here. Open up through the hip. Take a breath there. We're going to bring that knee to nose, and we're going to land it into our right-sided pigeon here. So you're going to extend that back leg straight onto the mat. So straight behind you. Again, if this is too much, you can put a cushion or maybe a block under your glute, on your right glute. And you want to pull up and out of that lower back. You don't want to pinch back. So wherever that position works for you. We're getting a great stretch here in the glute, opening in the left hip flexor. And you want to stretch up through the spine. Pull up, pull up. Pull up through the abs, pull up through the lower back. You want the muscles to release here. We're going to reach back for a quad stretch. If this is okay for you, again, listen to your body. If this is too intense, stay in your pigeon. One more breath here. Slowly release that. And we're going to walk the hands down. Forehead to the mat if that's comfortable, if that's accessible. You can also use a big pillow here and hug it. Whatever's comfortable. You want to relax in this glute here. So breathe into any tension areas. So placing your hands, we're going to go back into that plank. So tuck the toes on that back leg. Lift up, tuck that knee in. Take it back to plank. Lift the hips high. Go into that down dog. Heels towards the mat. Tailbone high. Eyes to those knees and release that neck. Big breath. Inhale, lift that left leg. Both hands pushing into the mat. Bend the knee, open up through that hip and take a breath. Now draw that knee to your nose. Tuck it in for that left pigeon pose. So here the right leg is straight behind you. Settle into a position that works for you. Again, pulling up in that spine like there's a string pulling out of the top of your head, trying to create space in that vertebrae. Pull up through the tummy, pull up through the lower back. Releasing in this hip flexor, releasing in your left glute. Again, prop yourself up if that is too much. And breathe here. Try to release any tension in the body. We're going to reach back for that quad stretch if that is okay for you. If it's too intense, stay into your pigeon pose. I like to hook my toe into my elbow, or you can just hang on to it. Trying to keep the body straight, and you can slowly release that. Now we're going to take it down to the mat with our upper body. So we're going to walk that down, bringing your head to the mat. And breathe here. Release any tension into that left hip. If it feels tight, which mine really does. As you exhale, envision that you're releasing that tension. Placing your hands back, getting ready for a plank. So up on that back toe, bring it back to a plank, up to that down dog. Let's see if we can do a little flow here. Take it forward into your plank. Hug the elbows into your ribs, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, point the toes behind you. Exhale back into downward facing dog. Use those abs to bring those hips up and release. Awesome. come forward again. We're gonna let those hips come all the way down like we did earlier. Elbows are hugging into those ribs. Hips come down. Extend the toes. Pull up through the spine. Take it down into your baby cobra if this is too much. Baby cobra is here. Keep the elbows back. Open the knees into our child's pose here. Alright, a few more stretches for you. Take it to a seated position. Extending your left leg. Right leg is tucked in. Going into our side body here. Reach up. Big breath. Extend it over. Now as you come over, don't fall forward. Keep that chest open. Elbow is back. So you can rest your head on your hand here. Whatever you want. Whatever works. Really opening through that right rib cage. Draw that. Make sure that that elbow doesn't want to sink. Keeping that chest open. Keep reaching. And breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Sweet. Let that arm come down into a circle. Back up. Going with the music. And around. Hold it up. Reach. See if you can go a little bit further here. Remember, you're nice and warmed up from your cardio or whatever workout you did. This is your cool down. Switching sides. Extending that right leg. Left arm comes up. Reach over. Don't let that chest cave in. Find that spot. Reach. Oh, it feels so good. Keep reaching. Make sure that chest doesn't cave in. Keep it open. Reach. Circle it. And breathe. Reach. Reach a little further. Keep circling. Keep that chest open. Open. Reach. Reach. One more circle here. And over. Awesome. Bring it back up to center. Let's extend the legs in front of us. Shake it out. Big breath up. Exhale. Reach forward. Reach with one arm. Reach with the other arm. Both arms. And straight up. Good. Can't see my feet here. I'm going to back up. I want you to point one foot, flex the other. Now the foot that's flexed, reach up with that arm and reach towards the back of that foot or the calf, wherever you're able to reach. Open up that back arm. We're getting a nice stretch here in the IT band. Keeping that flex, you'll feel it around the knee or on the outside of the knee. Switch sides. Point that toe, flex the opposite toe, reach for that foot and open up that back arm. Get that stretch, side of the leg, IT band. Excellent. Let's cross that leg over. You want to bring it up towards the knee, pull up in the spine. Grab that knee. Open up through that back arm. Keep drawing that spine up tall. And release it. Going to the other side. Pull it in. Spine is up tall. Reach around. Open up that back arm. Excellent. Taking it to the mat here, lying it on your back. Good. Take a breath. Exhale. Push into those feet. Keep them close. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. Hold it here. Extend your left leg. Pull that right knee into your chest. Good. Now we're going to take opposite hand on that knee and you're going to pull it across the body, keeping the right arm is on the floor so your shoulder is staying intact with that mat. Breathe into that stretch. Wonderful twist on the spine. Body's going to thank you for this one. Feels so good. All right, let's slowly take that back to center. Now keep this knee up. You're going to cross it over the opposite leg. You're either going to reach through, or if this is enough of a stretch, you can hold it here. And we're going to pull up, keeping your neck and your spine flat on to your mat. And what you want to do is pull those knees into the chest. Really going to feel that in your outer thigh. And to protect your ankle, keep the foot that's on the knee flexed. Keep it flexed. You'll protect your knee here on that. Always breathe through your stretches. Make sure that head is on the mat. And that like you're not reaching up like this to get to your position. All right, let's release that. Let's bring the right leg all the way down. Left knee into the chest. Pull it in. Grab that opposite hand. You're going to pull that knee across the body. Left arm. Keep those shoulders on the mat. Reach it across. And breathe here. Always kind of look towards the arm that's extended out. Great release in that spine. So important to keep mobility in the spine as we get older. You really want to keep those joints moving. As soon as you stop moving things, things will lock up. Always do different movements too. Change it up. So let's bring that knee back to center. Let's cross it over the opposite leg. And again, flexed foot here. Keep it here if that's enough. Otherwise, we're going to reach through and pull that stretch in. I reach for my knee just to get a little bit more. Make sure your head, your spine is on that mat. And breathe into your stretch. Feel that release in your left outer hip, your glute. Curl and try to pull those knees closer to the chest. Great stretch here. Nice release in the lower back as well. Good. We'll slowly release that. Bring it back to the mat. We're going to push into those feet again, into a bridge position, and hold. And back down. Let's hug both knees in. Rock it side to side. And we're going to release for our shoulder. So take it onto your side. Open up that back shoulder. I'll do this side first so that you can see what I'm doing with my arms. So I'm doing a 90-degree angle. Can you see? Or you can do straight out. Go by how you feel. I feel more of a stretch when I bend my elbow. You're going to come onto that side and relax your head. Keep the chest open and let that top leg fall over. You're going to get a nice opening into your left shoulder, your left chest. And just hold yourself here for a few breaths. Again, your arm can either be straight out or in this 90 degree. Go by what feels good for you. Slowly release out of that. And we're going to go to the other side. 90 degrees or straight out with that arm. Coming over here. That top leg is coming over. Opening through the chest. that arm behind. Try and encourage that chest to stay open, or you can just support it here in front. Awesome. Take it back onto your belly. Straightening myself out. We're going to reach in front, point the toes back, opposite arm, opposite leg. Extend, reach through the fingers, reach through that toe. Encouraging that back body to engage. So important to keep all those back muscles, glute muscles, strong. A little bit of work here. Breathe through your movement. Now pull, both arms extend. Pull it in, and extend, and down, release. Up, pull back, reach, and down. Now bring the hands in to your shoulders, and lift up from here. Just your upper body, your toes are still on the mat, and release. Inhale, bring it up, and release. Push into the hands and come into all fours. Awesome. Back into your child's pose here. Now the wider your knees are in that child's pose, the deeper the stretch in the hips. Let the forehead come to the mat if that's accessible to you. You can wiggle through those hips. Nice big breath. Awesome. We're going to relax it here for the next 5 minutes with some Kundalini breathing. So I want you to take it to a seated position on your mat, however that's comfortable for you. A little bit of breath work. Hands on your knees. Spine is up tall. And feel grounded through your sit bones here. So like you're stirring a peanut butter jar, you're going to stir with your ribs, okay? And you're going to inhale as you come forward. Exhale as you come back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Let's go the other way. Inhale forward. Exhale. Inhale. Use the ribs. Scrape that jar. Exhale back. Good. Inhale, come forward, arch the spine. Exhale, contract, pull back. Inhale, arch the spine. Exhale, contract and pull back. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Exhale. Good. Take it to center. Just holding here. Closing your eyes at this time. Just feeling everything that's going on in your body. From releasing from our stretches, from our little cool down, to just that little bit of breath work we just did. Draw your attention to your heartbeat. Draw your attention to your breath. Take that breath all the way down to the belly. And as you exhale, draw the belly in. Slowing the breath right down. Keeping the shoulders pushing away. Relaxing all the muscles in your face, keeping that inner smile, relaxing your shoulders, drawing up through the crown of the head, grounding down with your sit bones, just feeling what's happening inside, without thought. Too much thinking here. Just focusing inwards. 5, Centering on that heartbeat. Keeping the breath slow. Thanking yourself for giving yourself this little stretch in time for some breath. Let's finish with some warm fire breathing. So for fire breathing here, what you're going to be doing is drawing the belly inward and exhaling through the nose quickly. So we'll do that we'll do 10 breaths to start. So inhale, exhale. Inhale and hold. Drawing the energy up from the tailbone, as if you're bringing that energy all the way up to the crown of your head. And release. We'll do that fire breathing again. We'll go for 20 breaths this time. Inhale. Let's start. Inhale here. Draw the energy in from the root. Bring it all the way up as you hold. Exhale and release. Awesome. Let's inhale those arms up. Connect that energy in. Exhale to heart. Inhale it up. Draw it in. Exhale. Warm up those palms. Covering your eyes. Feel and draw that energy into your eyes. Release the hands going through, touching the body, down on the legs, and draw the energy back into those hands. Into heart. Take a moment. Thank you, friends, for joining me for this cool down. I hope you feel loose as a goose, and that your breath feels invigorated, and that you're ready to relax or start your day, whichever one you're at. Thank you.